I want to talk about patience today as a real antidote to that place that we can get into, which is inquiring, why isn't it happening yet? Why haven't I achieved success yet? Why do I not have it right now? So I'm going to invite you into a practice of patience with this session. Yeah, for me, this is a really lovely area to work on, especially if I'm doing really deep, intimate work with a one-on-one client. It can be very, very powerful learning this practice of patience. And for me, it's a really fundamental stepping stone to enable someone to really achieve that place of creative fulfillment and creative joy, which is really what I'm all about on this channel. So if you haven't yet subscribed, you like the idea of creative fulfillment and creative joy, then hit that subscribe button and join us on our journey here. So what do I mean by patience? People can get a little bit confused about patience. They can think, oh, I'm really just not into it. But that's often an indication that they're in a place where they're still feeling quite needy and quite desiring of the success, and they're trying to just be patient. So there's a real difference between what I call mentally or psychologically trying to be patient and then really just dropping into it and coming into that place of deeper trust, if you like. So how do we achieve that? How do we go from this kind of mental, look, just try and be patient, even though you're freaking out, even though you want things right now, to like really dropping in and actually feeling that patience and being okay with our progress right here, right now, today? So often the impatience comes because we want to solve something that's happening in the moment. And often if the impatience is around where your career has got to, or how long it's taking you to write this book, or how long it's taking you to hear back from an agent, when impatience creeps in around that area, there's usually a point of suffering. So there's usually I want to hear back from this agent because I'm really freaking out and I just don't think anyone's going to want to represent me. Or I'm really got this point of suffering because I want to finish this book because I want to be earning money and I want to be successful because right now I just feel like crap. So that's the place to come into before you even step into trying to be patient. It's to just ask yourself, what's going on right now that I have to fix it right now? So is it potentially that you're doubting yourself, you're doubting that you ever will make it, and so you have to make it right now so that that doubt gets knocked on the head? Is it that you can't really see yourself being the writer or the creative that you really dream of being? So it might be more of I can't really imagine it happening, so I need it to happen right now because it's really painful not being able to imagine it. So that's where we start to really grow our awareness. It's what's causing that impatience in the moment. What do you need in the moment to solve what suffering you're going through? So here's the irony. By being impatient around an area such as self-doubt, I need to finish this book because I don't think I can, what you're actually doing by engaging in that impatience is you're proving that self-doubt. You're proving that you don't believe in yourself. And that's what's causing the suffering. Not the fact that you haven't actually written the book. It's that you're proving the fact that you don't believe in yourself. So again, inquire into your impatience and think, what is it that my impatience is proving if I allow myself to be impatient? And that's when we can start to shift. That's when we can come into a place where we think, okay, well, if my impatience is supposedly proving to me that I don't think an agent is ever going to represent me, what if I start to imagine that an agent will represent me? And that's how we start to make the shift. That's where we start to engage with patience, but really in the body, really in the soul, and not just mentally. It isn't enough to say, oh, come on, be patient, calm down. If it worked, we'd all be walking around totally chilled out and totally patient. So we really have to shift the way that we're thinking and seeing, and then we invite that patience in. So first of all, you have to see and imagine achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve right now that you're not. So you really have to see and imagine it in a way that you're proving to yourself that it is true. And then you're going to start to feel differently. Because we feel really differently about a goal that we just know is absolutely definitely going to happen. It's just going to take a little bit of time versus a goal that we're not really sure about. And so we want it to happen right now because we want we want the happening to take us out of our agony. So really inquire into that impatience. What is it that you want right now and what's it proving? And therefore, how can you shift your thinking? So how can you start to think in a way that you are proving it? It doesn't have to happen in the moment. And that's going to really enable you to have that patience come in. And the beauty of that means you're going to start to enjoy the day-to-day even more. And then what you're going to see is the value in the journey that you are making, that day-to-day is making you a better writer, it's making you a more committed creative, it's improving your skill. And then you're going to start to really enjoy the journey, because also what you've done is you've really strengthened your belief that that journey is going to take you somewhere. So a little bit of a riff on patience there, folks. For me, when we really learn that ability to bring the patience into the body and not just come on, just be patient, it's really, really powerful. So if you're finding that you're struggling with patience and you really want more work around this area, you want to go deeper, then I really recommend coming and finding me over on Facebook. I give longer live discussions there and we're always talking in the group. So it's a much easier platform for me to support you. So if you're on Facebook, if you like using that platform, then come find me over there. There's a link below in the comments. And also, let me know in the comments below what it is that you are feeling impatient about. If you want me to help you dig in a little deeper to that, I'm always happy to have comments and have shares. So let me know in the comments below, what is it that you want to happen right now? What is it that you think you might be suffering around? And I'm really happy to give you some help too. So there we go, my amazing writers and creatives. Really nice to share this technique with you. And as always, I will be here on Monday on the sofa next week, sharing more NLP processes and sharing more advice around writing. I'll see you then.